I'm gonna be streaming Hollow Knight. It's a fun little game with little insect people and using a nail to stab anything in your sight because everything must die. I have decided I'm, new streaming. I've decided to stream because, well, frankly, I and everyone I know hates me and, well, might as well broaden that audience. I am first name, last name, the famous person, Clearly you'll just be able to Google me and find out who I am. Well, honestly, I have not been paying attention to this game. I skipped all the tutorial stuff because I'm lazy. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. Oh man, he looks terrifying. That was bad. All of this is bad. Oh man. Wow, I'm going to lose. This is embarrassing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I won. I'm pretty sure that I played this game once before. Still had no idea what was happening, but I did not beat this man the first time. And now I'm just walking on sunshine. Honestly, I didn't realize streaming would be this hard. I don't really have all that much to talk about. Can't really. Now I just feel bad because now I can't make fun of other streamers nearly as often. Well, I guess I can, because who's gonna know first name, last name? The legendary streamer. Honestly, best part of any game, grass. And the grass being destructible, 10 out of 10. Like, Legend of Zelda started that, and that's really what shot it up to the leaderboards as far as games. I mean, who hasn't gone outside and thought, man, I really wish I could just cut grass and have it respawn every 5 seconds? I mean, that's a dream. That's a dream that we all have, because, honestly, cut grass just smells great. The little chemical call for help. I guess I sound like a sadist because I'm saying that I really, really enjoy when grass screams for help, but honestly, who doesn't? You have two options in this game: cut grass or beat up depressed people for money. And I mean, honestly, this guy looks pretty sad. And we're gonna kill him for money because that's what I do in real life, but unfortunately, I don't have a nail. Just a massive body-sized nail. Also, I think the game's point is to like make these enemies look soulless. Not me, but I don't even have pupils, and they actually have eyes. A really cool thing about this game is that every attack pushes me back, disorienting me and making this game 10 times harder than it has to be. And one of the top 5 reasons as to why I suck at this game. Number 1, as for every game, is the fact that my laptop is a trash heap. Honestly, it can't even run City Skylines. Like, base game City Skylines. It just refuses now. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even have a graphics card. And honestly, buying one with a graphics card, it just seems like I'd be betraying this laptop. It's gotten me through so much. Through college, we had our first child together. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Oh dear God, this looks like hell. So in case, you don't know who I am, because why would you? You should know one thing: I really suck at platformers. And I think adding combat to a platformer just makes it way harder. And that's why I've only beaten, the Metroid Prime series and, never any of the Metroid, just normal games. And honestly, Castlevania, I tried to play it like several times, and I die in the first 5 seconds, and then I use all of my lives getting through like just the first level. And I understand that like games were meant to provide some kind of challenge, but dear God, I cry every time I pick one up. And today, I just felt a little like crying, and that's why I have picked up the game about a bug mass murderer. I guess I get money for saving your children? Is that really all the money that one of your children is worth? Kind of like really crappy of you, grandpa or dad or whatever you are. I think your children should be worth more. Honestly, I didn't want to save them anymore. Doo-doo props though. This game has no fall damage, and that is something I respect. That looks awful. What am I supposed to do about you? Oh, I don't think I can fight you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. Come back another day. Probably not, but you know, another day is today. Another day is today's tomorrow. Words of advice to live by: if you ever fall down a hole, follow scraps of paper and it will lead you to the map guide. They are in every hole, and no matter what you do, he will sell you a map. And now, the currency he requires will be things you found elsewhere in the hole, so it is just a great idea to, you know, get that map for the hole. And honestly, if I'd been paying attention, he probably told me how the fuck to access his map. But I was not paying attention. Maybe he'll tell me again. I thought I said purchase the map. Oh, okay. Apparently that is not the it's not the right button. Man, this is really making me look like not a gamer. And honestly, I'm not, because I hate that word. I hate people who say themselves gamers. But what is the confirmation button? Oh, okay, I guess jump's the confirmation button. Not attack, and not heal. Thanks for telling me that. Ooh. What kind of language is that? Yeah, you got a map. What's the inventory? Oh yeah, it's I. You know, kind of made fun of this guy, but kind of wish my job was just sitting in a hole drawn on pieces of paper. Just vague rectangles that don't really tell you much, and somehow are only revealed to you like once you've gone there. Also, his humming sounded vaguely like Luigi's Mansion, and that is something I appreciate. Man, timed enemies are my worst enemies. Oh no, it doesn't really work. And away we go. Time to die another way. Well, that just looks ridiculous. What fluid is that? Do these bugs bleed orange? See a mosquito? Do these bugs bleed sun-kissed? Are they all full of Sunny D? Your daily value of vitamin D. If you don't get out of the sun like me often, you should go to the store and buy a cheap bottle of Sunny D. A product that has not licensed me to say that, or convinced me at all, but sometimes I just like to do fake endorsements. And also, I'm not going to free him because his grandpa will pay me very little money, and therefore... Oh, look, he's sad. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this is more fun than the actual game. How did you get like this? Who came to your family house and decided they were going to make Christmas ornaments out of you, but then didn't even put you in a tree? Why would someone do that? I suppose my conscience has gotten the better of me. You're free, my dear. Damn it! Oh, really? Why not the other side of the room? Why would you have a checkpoint for that? Man, I really need to stop thinking that that is just a solid walkway. Like, can you not see what I'm falling prey to? The background continues this path, and that is a cruel twist of fate. You know, what? I gave this game as 10 out of 10 for the cuttable grass, 0 out of 10 for having pathways continue in the background. Worst design choice. Right after having, like, fossilized turds as the currency. Man, that was a speedrunner move. Not really, I don't think speedrunners would stop for money, but it was a move. Oh no, the dog sitting next to me has become alert. I'm about to be robbed, but luckily gonna catch this on recording. And then I can arrest whoever's about to rob me. It's gonna be the best feeling ever. You know, that court battle? It's gonna be like when you catch someone in a line, you know they're lying, but you just let them continue lying. Well, that's, of course, unless they steal my laptop. But I mean, my laptop's worth like a total of like $50, so honestly, if they're gonna steal, if they're that hard pressed up for money, I'd just give it to them. Just let them have it. But speaking of robbers, there's a new movie coming out called An Honest Thief. A movie where a man somehow spends his entire life after the military robbing banks, but then kept the money in a storage container this entire time, so he's never spent any of it, and like somehow he kept blasting open safes, but dear God, no one heard him, because no one knew who he was. And obviously, you know, in the modern age, it's just that easy to rob a bank. There is no security. None at all. Now, do not take this as endorsement to rob a bank, but apparently, according to that movie, it's just super easy. And of course it stars Liam Neeson, with very bad acting, and just him shouting lines like a tough guy. Imagine Taken, but they didn't really take anything. They tried to, but I don't think they actually get away, because I think a bunch of cops or something decide that they just want the money instead of him when he tries to turn himself in, because he doesn't want to lie to his girlfriend anymore, which is really just a stupid thing to do. I mean, why even turn yourself in? Your girlfriend doesn't know, the FBI doesn't know, just let sleeping dogs lie. What kind of a waste of space do you have to be somehow smart enough to be able to rob all these banks perfectly, but dumb enough to just, like, think that if you turn yourself in for, like, robbing 200 banks, that you're just gonna get out in time, that your girlfriend will still love you and be alive. When you're like a 60-year-old man, or whatever Liam Neeson is. and these are my very random and very crappy views on up-and-coming movies. Didn't know where I went there for a moment. Didn't see my character come down here. But it's okay. There are better movies. Like Ghostbusters, but with children. I mean, honestly, someone in Hollywood's just run out of ideas, and they just have a roulette machine that has a list of old movies and really cliched plot lines, and it just mixes and matches them until they're like, this could make us money. And Children Ghostbusters is the newest one. Because who doesn't want to see their beloved franchise, but like, instead of doctors who have researched ghosts their entire lives, it's just a group of children led by a high school, like, physics teacher. And then there's that really stupid one meant to, like, sync with gamers. That's just about a video game NPC, and it's really, like, I don't even know what, like, kind of game they're trying to signify in it. Because somehow, for some reason, there's just people dressed like every video game cliche walking around a city shooting everyone, so I guess GTA Online? But honestly, like, the previews didn't show anyone getting mad for another person breaking character, so it doesn't sound like GTA Online. It also, you know, didn't show anyone whose, like, lifelong dream was to own a Ferrari, and they can only do it in-game because they're poor, because the economy has failed them. Also, I think it has him kill a guy in the game who's like a player with one shotgun shot, and that also doesn't sound like video games to me. Maybe Call of Duty, but I don't know about you, but I don't remember the Call of Duty map where you just walk around a town shooting innocents. I guess there's that one in the airport, but I mean, that was controversial at best, I think. Well, with my first death, I think it's time to sign off and then take an introspective look on reasons why I should never do this again, because I suck at streaming. Toodaloo!